Happy New Year, everybody. I'm back. Here we go again. There's a lot more restorations to do this year, and nice to see all your support over the holidays and that, the Christmas holidays, all your nice comments. Glad you liked the the catch-up video. I did do that. I think I'd done it before I'd done the actual Berlinetta video, because as I said, my missus was out and she was going Christmas shopping at the time, and that's the only time I really had to do that one, so I thought I'd do it quick on that day. And I've been editing it. I can't even talk properly now. I've been editing it and putting the old music on and doing things like that over Christmas, just to get it set ready to go like I did in the New Year's Day. So I'm glad you all enjoyed the video. Obviously the Berlinetta and the 300 SL one in it, because I didn't actually have them done, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let's get on with this one. This is back to Yap Time again. The video today is thanks to RDK Metal Melter from the USA, Randy in other words. He sent me a few models, and what I've done is the airport fire tender and the Criterion ambulance. But there's a bit of a to do with the ambulance, because it was one what has the light in it, but I didn't have all the light fittings or anything like that to be able to put it back to that. So I've done something different with that one. Anyway, thanks to Rob. Rob, thanks for the little package you sent me, the Matchbox things, the dumpers and the tractors and things like that. I'll try and get around to doing some of they in the new year. And I met a nice guy called Phil Leach. Popped over. He actually knocked on my window here. I thought, who's that knocking on my window? I saw this van going past a couple of times. I thought, what's going on here? Like, I opened my window. I said, hello mate, can I help you? He said, Bob. He said, I feel like I know you. And I didn't have a clue who he was. And apparently he lives nearby, and he spotted me on YouTube, and he thought he'd come around and say hello. So hello to you, Phil, again. I'd just like to, as always, I'll give a mention to all the people who's left me nice comments and that. I obviously can't say everybody's name, because I'll be all take up the whole video, wouldn't it? Paul Robinson from Neighbours again, as usual. Martin's Corgi Toys Recover. I've not seen that one before. Robert Sterling, Wade Hendricks, Matt Pedwo, Graham Guthrie, Shez Snellez, Paul Restorer, John Roge, I'm not sure I pronounced your name right, mate, but sorry if I am. Brian Thornton, Barry Bakewell, Matthias Schmatz, I think that's how you mention it, Tommy Flying Alan Saxton, and Martin Dare. His channel's going well. Hope you check out his restorations. And another one, Crapowd Nick from Jersey. He do some pretty good stuff. Anyway, comments. Mike Thatcher writes, Happy New Year, Bob. Lovely collection. Still looking great from the spray cans. You're a master restorer. I don't know about that. Looking forward to this year's vids and chat. Cheers, Mike. Thanks, Mike. I don't know about being a, master restorer. That's a bit of a high compliment. But thanks anyway, if that's what you think. Ian Ho, he's on about the Buick Riviera set. You don't remember the girl on the ski board? Well, it should be there, mate, if that's the one you had. I mean, mine's a repro. The actual ski board and the girl was a repro part, but all the rest of it is all original parts: the car, the trailer, the boat. Sorry about the smoke. I got a fight going here. But yeah, you should have had the girl on the actual ski thing. Brian Stuthers from Thailand. Nice to hear from you. And a nice lot of colours. Happy New Year, Brian. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you too, Brian. Jeff Quickfall. The rear light for the Bentley. He's on about. He's watching he was watching me the New Year video, and I was on about the light was missing out of the Bentley on the back, you know, well, it was on the table apparently, I didn't see it. And he's shouting at the screen, telling me where it is, it's by the mark, it's by the mark. I didn't see it, mate, but I have fixed it now. Cricket Battle 9, whoa, the original Batmobile is in amazing condition. Yeah, that's a very good example, that one. All I've done really is just polished it up a bit, just cleaned it up. I bought it from eBay a few years ago now. Got it pretty cheap actually, and it was a bit of a crappy picture. The person who was selling it had it as a crappy picture, but when I got it, I thought, bloody hell, I thought this is in good nick. Now all I've done was gave it a polish up and a bit of a clean up, and it come up bloody beautiful. David Levy writes, I don't know if he's trying to be clever here. The whole point of rivets is they are riveted, not glued. Well, David, as I replied, I did reply, I think, to you on the actual comments. They're called rivets because, I mean, these rivets, what modelers use, are actual little tiny artificial rivets, you could call them. They're not proper rivets, not like they're just like fake ones, really. I mean, we call them rivets, but they are glued in because the actual, like I said to you, the actual models, when they're made, they haven't got rivets. None of them have. It's posts. The post is molded into the actual shell, and of course, bloody smoke. The post is actually molded into the shell of the actual model, and then when they go in the machine in the factory, the machine pushes them parts down, it makes it look like a rivet. Really, it's the end. It's part of the body. You know, when it gets slapped together in the machine, it looks like they're riveted together, but they're not riveted together. It's not rivets actually in these cars at all. It's just pushed together with the pressure on the posts, and the little posts at the ends of them. Once they get pushed, it looks like a proper rivet. So when you're restoring them, you've got to drill that top off so you can get the base plates off, and then you drill down into the post and you put an artificial rivet in there with glue, and that's the only way you can do it, really. So that's why we call them rivets, really, but it's not real rivets. Well, they're only made of soft metal, so they ain't going to hold much, are they, like that? But they're good enough to hold the models, like, you know. So I hope that explains it, but I'm sure a lot of the other subscribers could explain it better than me. But anyway, that's the whole point of that. The whole point of rivets is they are not riveted. They are riveted, not glued. I mean, take it as you want to take it, but that's what it's all about. John Moore, hi Bob, hope you had a great Christmas, hope you have a fantastic New Year. And yeah, you are right, the paint finish on your restorations and are far better from a rattle can than an airbrush. Yeah, I think they are. But been watching some other people do restorations, and their finishes are crap compared to yours. Keep up the good work, and I'll have all the models. Cheers, John. Well, yeah, John, I do stand by that. I think these airbrushes are a bit, you know, they're not as good as what they make them out to be. I don't think so anyway. I wouldn't waste my money on it myself. It's a lot easier to buy cans of spray paint. It's cheaper. They last quite a while. American English Autos. Happy New Year, Bod. Looking forward to the lovely videos and models you create in 2020. Yeah, so am I, mate. Thanks for that. AD UK, Happy New Year and decade to you, Bob. Decade. That was so entertainment from start to finish. A good mixture of vehicles and facts. You really have shown us a great paint finish can be achieved with a rattle can. Another one, say he likes the rattle cans. And he's also impressed with the brush painted Jeep. Really looking forward this year to watching your future restorations. Cheers, Adrian. Thanks, mate. Pimp my diecast. Happy New Year, buddy. Fingers like tits, lots of laughs. Never gets old. I keep saying that, don't I? It's just a saying. I've always said it. You know, it's just one of them things. John Davey, Bob, it's great to see you again, my friend. I think your Batmobiles are your favourite, closely followed by the Jerry Anderson. Yeah, you're right, mate. They are actually. You got me in one. And then maybe the Riviera. You made me chuckle when you mentioned the clot oil 24 minutes in. Yeah, he misheard me. He said, I don't think you realise how much we enjoy your chat, mate. It's very therapeutic. I don't know what's therapeutic about watching me talk a load of crap. we all admire the little extras that you do when you restore the models, the stickers, boxes and stuff. It's very clever. There is only one thing you can do with that cough at the end, Bob. More of that medicine needs added to the glass. Well, I did have a few more after that once I finished. Don't worry about that. Jeff Baker, Bob Willis, Corgi restoration. I'm still learning about Corgi, different vehicles. Well, I only have one Corgi piece, which is a yellow trailer. Oh, he was looking at the Riviera, and I had that red trailer for the boat, and I misheard or misunderstood what he said on the message, and it sounded like he was asking me what goes with that trailer, and I thought, well, it's a boat, and it's what I've just showed you, like. But I still haven't found out about this yellow one you're on about, mate. I'm still sort of looking. The only thing you do is look on Google, really. I mean, that's all I do. You know, I mean, I'm not a professional at this. I mean, I don't know all the history of Corgi and stuff. I'm not like like the Bible of Corgi or anything like that. I don't take anything I say like that. It's only what I found out myself. What I sort of carry on and refer back to you lot is things what I found out on Google myself. So I don't know. He's got a yellow trailer. If anybody knows, he says it's about similar to that red one that I had. I'm thinking it might be the Glastron set, but I've asked him to try and send me a picture of it. So if you can send a picture to me, Jeff, then as soon as you can send me the picture, I'll try and get back and see to tell you what it is. Diecast Rescue, Happy New Year, Bob. Have a few more dribbles of whiskey. Yeah, then I can call a bit more dribble then, can I? Should have a drop here now, really, shouldn't I? Bigger Durnian, he sent me a link to about the tapping, tapping dying and all that. Pete, I'm giving up on it, mate. I'm going to stick to me rivets. I might do the odd one or two, off camera, but I'm not going to include tapping in me restoration, sort of doing it in the restorations anymore, because I'd rather stick to using rivets. It's a lot easier for me. That's all I've used before, and it looks a lot more original as well. I might do the odd one or two with a screw, but most of them's going to be riveted. Steve Cook, beautiful. Glad someone else uses the word muckers. Well, yeah, I like my muckers. It's an old saying, isn't it? Deborah Hodkiss. I hope I got that right. Would it be possible to see how you print the decals out from start to finish? And you keep talking, my friend. It's better than commentary. It's better with commentary, sorry. Well, I did send back to you. I don't know if you've actually watched the video yet, but it's on the when I've done the two Dinky Bedford vans. I showed you on there how I've done the decals. So if you watch that video, it should give you a bit of an idea. Dave Watson, Bob, bloody brilliant video again. Hope you should have a program on TV, on ITV. I don't think they want to watch me on there. I don't think we'll go that far. I've had no sort of introductions from them yet. Anyway, they haven't sort of rung me up yet. Can you come on telly? So Ivor Williams, great video, but the name of the car is pronounced Isogriffo. It's pronounced, not ISO like I says, because on the back of the base plate it says capital ISO, so I thought it was called an ISO Griffo, but apparently you pronounce it an Isogriffo. Well, sorry Ivor, I apologise for that. I'll try and remember to call it an Isogriffo from now on. But you knew what I meant, didn't you? That's the main thing. JP Bars, hello, congratulations for all these restorations. I have a question. Oh, what is the glue with the powder that you use at the 40 minutes of the video? I don't know what video he's on about, but he wants to know what the white powder is. Well, it's only baking soda. It's I've heard you can use baby powder as well. It just helps to set the glue quicker. It gives it a harder and more solid finish. Yeah, it's only baking powder, mate. Nothing special. Just a bit of super glue, sprinkle a bit of baking powder over it. I've got some over here. I can reach it. Baking powder or here. bicarbonate soda. That's it. That's what it is. But you can use baby powder as well. I've seen somebody use that before. That does the same thing apparently. It's a bit finer, that's all I suppose. But yeah, that's all it is. Nothing special, mate. Marlborough, great video, Bob. Love the comment section too. Glad you lot still enjoys my comments, because I do like to have a little bit of a chat before. Danny's for Diecast Disasters, talking about the Merc. Great job, buddy. Cool little car. Get yourself a puppy. Eyes on about my dog now again. I lost my dog before Christmas, just before Christmas. You might have heard me mention the dog in my new video, in my New Year video, what I've done, what's just gone now. And I'm saying that, you know, she was moaning at me because she wanted to go out because she was still alive, and that's why. And I did lose her a couple of weeks before Christmas, like, sort of thing. It's just after I did that video, actually, week after. But I'm getting over it now, you know. I mean, I just think of the best times, like, you know. And finally, crap old Nick from Jersey. He's trying to make a video at the moment. He's done some videos. I've been watching him. He ain't doing too bad, actually. But he said I'm trying to make a video at the moment, but I'm like you were, having to go outside to spray the models. Cool, yeah. I'm watching on one of his videos and it's blowing a bloody gale there, and he's there trying to spray this thing. It's so funny. And then this bloody aeroplane comes over the top, and I thought he's going to land in his garden in a minute. And anyway, the weather's always rainy or something at the moment, so it's holding me up. Something I meant to ask you: when you remove the paint and cleaned and wire brushed the model, do you wipe it over with methylated spirit, or you know, just to take off any odd bits, I suppose? Or before I put any undercoat on it? Well, no, I don't. I know some do. I think Opa's Diecast Restorations, he gives it a dip in some sort of cleaning stuff. But I never bothers with that. I just bloody make sure it's good wiped off clean and all that. I'm not sure I'm doing the right thing or not. He uses rattle cans, but he finds the paint chips very easily. Well, I don't know how you can find them. Thanks for your encouragement, Bob, and a very happy Christmas to you and your family. Best wishes for the new year. Cheers, Nick. Now, Nick, I don't know why yours has been chipping. Because I mean, I've never had no bother with chips and that. You know, as long as you give it a really good wire brushing and that, and a good clean afterwards, should do it. You know, I mean, shouldn't be any problems. Give it a nice undercoat. You know, I mean, some shows you don't have to undercoat. I mean, when I do Batmobiles, I don't give them any grey or primer or anything like that. I just give them a couple coats of ordinary matte black paint. And then I give them the old gloss afterwards, or the satin, or whatever finish I want. But no, I've never had no trouble with chips or anything like that. Depends how long you've let it dry, I suppose. If you haven't let it dry long enough, then you might do. But you know, it's as you know how you want to do it. But no, I've never had no problems with that. But anyway, that's it for now, folks. That's enough of my old chatter. We're going to get on now and see the old fire engine, the airport fire tender, Dinky. I managed to get the light working on it, and the ambulance, what I've done with the ambulance, because I didn't have the actual light fitting on this one. So let's get on and watch that. So see you next time. Bye bye for now. Hi folks, welcome back. First video of the new year, as I said. This one here's from RDK Metal Melter, Randy, from the good old USA. And he sent me a couple. He sent me this one and an airport fire control, and something else as well. I think it's a racing car or something. Can't do a lot with a racing car at the moment, but anyway, as you can see from the title, we're not just doing this one. We're doing the airport control as well, which I decided to do. But anyway, here's the ambulance. There's no innards to it. There is a screen, but there's no back door. I've got all that. And this was the battery one, but I'm going to convert it to the one that doesn't have the battery and needs an interior. So anyway, let's get on and do this one. Okay guys, Happy New Year to everybody anyway. Here we are back again. New video. This is as I think I just said, yeah, I just said on the old turntable, didn't I? This is from Randy, RDK Metal Melter as he's known on YouTube. It's an ambulance, a Superior Criterion ambulance, and this is the battery version. But I have not got any of the battery workings. There wasn't none with it when he sent it, and he didn't. I don't think he knew really what to do with this one. But what I've decided is to convert this one back to the actual. There's another version of this. It's a non-battery version, and it's got an interior in it. But this one, obviously, hasn't got an interior, as you can see, because the battery's meant to go in there for the light. You see, so to enable me to finish this video over the Christmas. I know I didn't put any videos up because I did want a bit of a break, but I did pop out in the shed now and again, and I thought, well, what can I do to sort out this interior business? So what I actually did over the Christmas, first time ever I used any of this stuff, that God, what do they call it? Styrene. I bought a sheet of styrene, and I've actually made an interior for it. The front piece is the actual original, you know, all I had with the car, if you know what I mean. But all this, I've made all this with the styrene, and I've actually folded it down really thin at the back, so that, you know, when you shut the back piece on, it's not pushing up against this too much. And I've actually stuck all this together with just super glue and bicarbonate soda to harden it up. And well, all I've got to do is paint the steering wheel really, because I've undercoated it and I've given it a nice gloss white now. I found these two seats out of an old seating unit from another car which I had in my bits box, and well, I've tried it and it does actually fit, and it doesn't look too bad. And I've actually found a light off of there's a nice guy called Steve Wilson. He sent me a couple of models. I mean, one of them was a race car. I couldn't really do a lot with that, but I've kept the bits out of it because the wheels and things like that comes in handy, and you know. And this here is actually off of a sweeper he sent me, a Corgi sweeper, and I pinched the light off of that because it actually fits dead on this one. So I painted that up. So I wanted to make sure I had these parts so I could finish this video. And I've actually bought a new back door for this one anyway, and that is all fitted. I've cleaned the glass. I took the glass out as well. Sorry about this, folks, but I've done a lot of this off camera. But I mean, at least I'll be able to finish the actual vehicle. You know, I didn't think I'd be able to. That piece was missing. That's what holds the actual door in. So I've stuck a piece. I just stuck a piece of plastic on there, really, just so that when it's in there, it'll load the door. You know. But I've got all the door. I haven't sprayed it up yet, and this one only comes away with one screw, as I'll show you. I took the tyres off as well. It has got tyres, and they're in soaking in me cleaner stuff because I want to get them really clean. So let's undo this one a minute. Get this undone, and I'll show you how the interior looks. Right, there's a screw. There's only one screw to this one. And just put it out like that, and it's just from that back piece there. But this here, I've also done something with this because, as you remember, I did get a pot riveter off my mate, and the suspension on the front of this one, well, these wheels here was like all moving around everywhere. And so what I've done is I've drilled a hole through there a bit closer to actually push that suspension down, and I pot riveted it there with a pot rivet, so that I hold that down, and now that's kept them wheels straight it's kept them nice and firm, you know, so they still turn. That just needs spraying up really, but the only trouble is you've got the hole there for the, you know, because there was like a little roller there, like when you pushed it along, the light's meant to flash, so I took off that because otherwise I can't get my base in. But this actually fits on there alright now, as you can see. and it goes up to there, that, and that actually fits in nicely. But I'll show you quickly how it fits in with the glass. I have got to put transfers on the glass, I know, but I'm going to have to print them off, try and make some up. Now if I put my interior in, I know I haven't got the old back door on there yet, but if I put the interior into there, let's get it lined up, and then I put my back piece on there. This is the only trouble, is it's getting this together without it moving too much. And once you've lined it up, it will go in the right place there. And I get the old sides down. But I have had this put together because I had to get it to fit, if you know what I mean. I had to give it a test fits and everything. Right, that's there now. So when that screws in, as you can see, I mean, that ain't too bad. You know, you've actually got an interior in there, so it ain't going to look too bad, because obviously I'll put it in as straight as I can when I actually put it together. I'm going to try and get it in without moving it. There, that's a bit better. But there. I mean, I can't, you know, I've never worked with this stuff before, so I mean, I've done it as best as I can, and, well, it's better than it was, you know. I mean, at least there is, when you got the door on there, at least you have got an interior in there now, you know. You can see in there that you've got the seats and you've got the interior in there, so for a conversion, I mean, it ain't going to look too bad. But the old light on the top, when the wheels is on it, it's all sprayed up. It ain't going to look too bad, I don't think. But I mean, that's about the best I can do with that one. He has sent me another one, Randy, which is this one. And this one here, really, I've got the old light working in this one. There's the thing that was on. There was one of they on the other one, but this one here has got the lighting fitting in there, so I have got it working. I've got the battery in there, and I've got some transfers for this. They're white transfers. I can't print them, so I've had to buy them. But really, all this one is just like a respray, really. So most probably we can do this one at the same time. Get both of these suckers working. Well, not that one working, obviously, because that's been, you know, made to the other version. But this one here will be might as well do this one at the same time. Actually, I know I didn't put it on the turntable, but doesn't matter. There it is. That's what it looks like before. There's my turntable. there it is, going around. But as you see, the bottom of this one's quite nice as well. I might not touch that. I might just polish that, because that doesn't look like it needs doing. That it's nice and shiny like that. So I'll probably polish this bottom. I won't touch this. But anyway, that's it for now. Let's get on and we'll concentrate on this one here first, the old ambulance, because that's the worst of the two. So we'll concentrate on getting this one here all stripped, get all that old paint off, and then we can, well, as I say, we can start putting it back together and see what we get out of it. So if I put all these bits aside here and look after my little interior, I'm quite proud of that interior actually, how it's come out. And we can get on and do that. Yeah, I was very pleased how my little unit came out for a first time effort. Never actually done one of these, made anything up from scratch like that before. I know I've made odd things, like little stupid little things, but not a whole interior like that. So I'm quite happy with how that's come out. But there you go. Anyway, let's get on. Too much yapping again. too much chatter. Don't want to bore anybody too much. Let's get on and do this. Well, before we go and strip all this, I know I said we'll concentrate on this one, but what I've just done, I didn't do it on camera because I've got to move all the camera around. I've took all the bits off of this one. I thought I might as well dip them both at the same time. The screen is actually, if you look in there, there's actually a, rivet in there. So I've had to put that on under me drill press. I've drilled E out so I can get the whole screen out. So that came out quite easily. And that one there, that one's just got a couple of little things on the bottom. You just squeeze them together down there and then it just pushes out. And the bell, that was a bit awkward to get off. I did actually think I lost this earlier on, because when it flew off, I could have left it on there thinking about it, because it only sits on top of there. I could have like sprayed the whole thing over and it, just masked that off and sprayed it all over. But I've got it off now, and then when I put it back on, I can just push it back on quite tightly. Maybe put a little bit of glue there as well. But I did think I lost it because it actually flew off and went right in the back of the shed back behind me. And I thought, oh shit, that's that now. I've done it now. Luckily, they do sell them on model supplies, but they're never so good as the originals. But I come out early this morning, I found it. I've got me torch and the other set of glasses, and the long distance ones, and it was actually on the shelf behind me bloody spray paints. I did hear like a ting when it hit something, and I thought, well, that's the only logical place it could have gone, and there it was, right behind the tins of spray paint. So that was lucky. But anyway, what else I've done? I've put these transfers, I didn't print these. I forgot I did buy some for this one, because there's white on them, see, I can't print the white. So I've put them on there, and I've actually glued the front piece of this so it keeps it level when I put it in. So I'll just put that whole unit in like that, and that, where I've glued it there, I'll keep it level, stop it moving around like it was earlier on when I showed you. And I put the little men in there as well. They're glued in. I painted the steering wheel. So that's all that piece finished now. So that's ready to go back when we finish the car. And the only other bits I've got is I've got to spray up this door. I've got a bit of glass for it and everything. I've got the siren in there, the spare parts for the ambulance. And that's about all I've got to do really on that. Spray this door up, and there's the inside of the fire engine. As I said, I've got that light working. If you look closely down there, it was to do with that strip in the middle down there. If you watch, when I turn that wheel, it moves up and down. I don't know if you can see it. If I can zoom in slightly, and you watch that little piece of metal, when that moves upwards like that, that makes contact with this piece, and that's what lights the bulb up. So when you push it along, that touches that. See it moving up and down, and then it fires up the bulb. There's the old rocker thing, which I had to take off of the other one because it was stopping the if you look from the back, it moves that thing up and down. You can see it better. See it touching that piece, and then when it goes down, it lets go. Like touches that piece, and that lights the light up. So that's how it works. But I did over the Christmas, I did have to take all this off, and I put it back with because I had to get me pliers in there and bend things around and fart about until I got it working. But I managed to stick it back with me old, baking soda and the super glue to stop it moving anymore. So that piece is all finished. So all that needs there, like I said, it's quite a good bottom on this one. It just needs a little bit of a polish up. So anyway, let's get back out normal zoom again. There we go. So let's get these two in the old caustic solution. Right, there's a guy on YouTube, Diecast Rescue, and he uses a jar, and I'm hoping this jar is the same one he's using, because if it smashes, I'm in trouble. But he uses a foot long hot dog jar, so he said. And this is what he uses for his caustic soda treatment. Now I'm not going to get too much water in there. I'm going to hope this is going to be enough. I'm going to have to turn it round, I think. I just thought I'd try it out. Just let that go for a minute. I'm going to have to turn this model round. I usually use a tin, but this time I thought I'd just try something different, just for the sake of it, really. See if it's any easier. I mean, it'd probably be alright for smaller models, but I'm not too sure about these here because they're quite long. So I'm hoping this is going to be just hoping the glass is strong enough to cope with this, you know. Just let that go. I'm going to have to turn this one over, I think, in a minute. Whack it in there from the other end. I mean, the paint is coming off. The glass seems to be holding up alright. I don't know how strong this glass is. That's what I'm worried about. That's why I use as a tin usually. So I'll let that one soak there for a minute. Right, if I can somehow itch this one up the other end and soak it from the other end. Hopefully that should do the trick. I'll dip the fire engine in afterwards in the same stuff. Should be enough in there to do that, I should think. But anyway, I'll leave that going for a minute. You don't want to see the fire engine going. It's only going to be the same old routine. And I shall come back when I've got them stripped, and then we'll get the old brush on them. Okay, all stripped, both of them. Everything's off of there now. The old jam jar worked alright. I'm going to fire up my little Dremel and we'll get all this off. I'm sure you don't want to watch me do all this, so I'm going to carry on with this, get it all finished, and we'll bring it back once it's, you know, all cleaned up. And then we'll get on and put some undercoat on it. I'm going to give it an undercoat this time, because it is winter time. I know I've got meter in the shed, but I don't really want to take any chances just spraying, especially with white, because this is going to be all the same colour white. But as you can see, it's all coming off nice with the wheel. But it's going to take a while for me to go right over all of this, and I'm sure you don't want to be bored with all that. So anyway, I should get on with this off camera and then I'll come back. Well, as you can see, zoom in a bit, there we go, all cleaned up. Took me quite a while to do these. There's a little bit of a nick, or a bit of a mark on the front. I'm going to smooth this out a bit before I spray this, because it's white and it'll show up. There's a few little bits there needs sorting out. But apart from that, there's not a bad cast in this. So anyway, this got to be sprayed up. I've got to undercoat it first. I ain't going to bother showing you that. I'll just show you it when I spray the old colour on. And the old fire engine, he's all cleaned up, ready for paint. or undercoat I should say, and we'll like I said, get them to spray it up in the next scene, because this scene is just me talking a load of crap. See you in a minute. Right then, I've already as you see, well, you can see I've done the undercoat on it, so we're going to put the white on now. And this is the stuff I've been using lately. It's the old it's down the pound shop, and guess what, it's only £1, so it's pretty good paint actually. So I've been using that. Pound a can, can't go wrong. So anyway, this is going to take a few coats I suspect, because, well, it does colour nicely, this paint. I want to get the inside done, because we're going to see the interior on this one, so we need to get the inside sprayed as well as the outside. So I'm going to get this a decent coat, and then let it dry for like, I'll give it a good half hour. I mean, I've got the old heater on in the shed here, so I mean that should. That's the trouble with white is when you've got grey undercoat with white, it does show the actual lines a lot, unless you give it a few coats, because as you know the paint shrinks, doesn't it? So anyway, that's not bad for a first coat. So anyway, that's that one done. Right, so now we've got the fire engine, or the airport fire control, whatever they call it. Somebody asked me in the comments, do I ever wet sand these before I put the final coat on? Well, no, I don't see a need to. I mean, unless you've had to do a repair, or there's a really bad spot somewhere that you wanted to cover up, I might do that. But if it's a good casting, I don't wet sand it afterwards. I don't see the point. I just go right on and spray it. I haven't had no trouble there. So anyway, let's get this one coloured. All I've got here is just ordinary signal red, Kia signal red. It's red. It's only a fire engine, airport fire engine, so as long as it's red, at the end of the day, that's good enough for me, I like to bring them back to like they used to look, but I'm slightly off with the proper red. I mean, who gives a toss, really? I mean, it's better than it looked before, I mean, it doesn't look much different than the red that was on it anyway. I mean, red's red to me. This looks quite metallic-y, actually. I don't think it said that on the... No, it doesn't say on the actual paint. It's quite a metallic-y or a pearlescent type red, this is. It doesn't say it, though, on the can. So I don't know what's happened there. Can't trust anybody these days. But there. No matter. What's done is done. It's done now, isn't it? It'll still look red at the end of the day. Unless you look really close at it, you ain't going to see it. But it looks better than it used to. Yeah. Might need another couple of little squirts here and there, but I'll let that go for a minute. And then we'll leave it as that for now. Okay, it's all sprayed up now. Both of the shells. It's not a bad red, as you can see. It's not too bad. These tyres, I put they in some bleach, but you couldn't really leave them in there very long because all the stuff was coming off of them. But I'm going to try and tidy them up because I haven't really got any other white tyres to go on this ambulance. So I'm going to try and clean them up as best I can. Maybe fill these cracks up with me white paint pen. They two tyres is from someone else. I don't know what they was doing there. But what I was going to do with this ambulance is there's a red stripe goes along there. I was going to use a piece of the sticky sort of red, masking. Well, it's pin line stripe stuff. Same sort of stuff as the maximum security vehicle on the Spectrum thing, Captain Scarlet. Same as that sort of red tape stuff. But I thought, why not paint it? All I've got to do is mask this off. Quick flash of red. Seal it over with a nice bit of varnish. Paint's always going to be better than tape. So I've decided I'm going to do that. So I've got to paint these red lights in as well. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bother messing around with tape and crap like that. But anyway, that's the ambulance anyway. As for the fire engine, we can get on with that one. All I've got to do is paint these little bits in. Bit of silver in there. Paint the silver in on the grille and the bumper. And the bell part, I'm going to polish this bell with me old trusty old Dremel. So if I can hold that somehow, yeah, that should do it. If I hold it on there, give it a bit of a polish up with this one. I have got a bit of polish on the end of this, so it should do the business quite nicely. It's just like a little mini buffing wheel, really. Just work your way round like that. You can see the black there. You've got to wipe it off with a cloth afterwards, obviously. And that's when you get your shine. Get around all the edge parts. I do believe my battery on this Dremel is getting slower and slower. There. Typical, isn't it? Always happens on camera, doesn't it? All the times I've been using this one off camera, it's been going like a treat. And now because I'm filming it, the bloody thing runs out. Oh well, never mind. Anyway, you get the idea. But I'm going to put this one back together now, because we've got all the bits of this one. I'll get the old... Oh, I've got to polish this. So the next bit will be putting that one back together. Okay, as you can see, I've polished the bell up. So I'm glad I took it off actually now. I know I nearly lost it behind me, but it was worth taking it off. That's all polished up. So all we've got to do now is fit the gun. Oh no, I've got to lacquer this, am I? Because... no, I haven't got to lacquer it. No, I ain't going to bother lacquering it. It's as nice finish as it is. It doesn't really need lacquering. I know you usually lacquer it when you've put the decals on, but I'm not going to bother with this one. Put the gun in like that. The water cannon, or whatever they call it. There's my transfers. I've got them. All I've done with this, I haven't dipped this because it's pretty clean anyway. I've just given it a nice polish up, so I'm going to put that in a minute. And then the only other thing was the actual light. And as you can see, I'll turn my main light off here so you can see this. I've got this working. There it is. You just push it along. I mean, once it's in there, that'll push that down. It's supposed to work with the wheels. See if you go like that, look. These back wheels, and it connects up underneath, and then you get your light to work like that. So that's all working. So that's sorted. I'm happy with that one. Now what I'm using for this glass, there's nothing that holds this glass up here, so I'm going to use a bit of me, where is it? Now I know Ian, Mr. Hulley, sent me these dot things on a bit of tape, but I found they don't really go off very hard. They don't seem to set, they just stay gooey. So I'm sticking Sorry mate, but I'm sticking with me stuff here, the old aqua. I'm going to get a bit out of there. This is proper like aquarium fish tank. See, like, is this stuff does actually go off like hard rubber, but them dot things you sent me, they don't seem to go off hard enough to hold the screen in. I tried it on something to see how they work, and they don't seem to go off or anything, you know. They just stay gooey. They never set. So put a bit on there, put the old what do you call it, and then just let it drop in like that. Push it down, wipe the excess away, and that'll hold that screen quite good, quite, you know, sufficient. When that goes off, that screen ain't going anywhere, guarantee you. And there's a screen in there now, look. So we'll let that one go like that for now. In the meantime, I'm going to put my transfers on, and I'm going to get all these bits painted up, all the front, and then we'll take another look at it quickly with the bottom piece on. I polished up all the bottom, polished it all up that, and I've done the wheels. They're all nice and shiny now, and we'll get this one. There it is. We'll get this one put back together, and then we'll get on with the ambulance. But anyway, let's get on with that. Okay, we're back. I've put the old transfers on. I've painted the bits that need painting, the chrome, the grille, all the things put back in. It's all put back together anyway. So it's only a screw. So now let's see if it works. And there it goes. You just push it along like that. And there you go. That's that one. Finished. So that's that one out of the way. Better make sure that light's off. It's a good idea to take the batteries out of these, really, because the wheels, you know, you could when you put it away, you could accidentally move the wheels to a certain position, and then that light stays on and it just runs down to nothing, you know. But anyway, I'll leave it there for now like that. It's not hurting like that because it is out. Next job is to do this ambulance. I've got to warm these tyres up slightly because I have, like I said, I had these in bleach and managed to get them pretty clean, but there are cracks on some of them, as you can see. If I zoom in, there's like little cracks, you see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use my paint pen, me white one, and just see whether or not I can get rid of them cracks by filling it up with that, because they're only little tiny cracks. It's a bit hard to get any sort of glue in there, and I don't want all the hassle of it, because I mean they're ever so brittle. I mean, I just dropped that one there and it's like bloody rock. Yesterday they were soft as shit, but oh shit, sorry, I'll say it again, never mind. But today they're look at that. Whether the bleach has done that, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try and get them back onto the actual base, and then I might put a bit of paint with that paint pen around them. But before I go any further, I'm going to spray this the red line on the old ambulance, and then I'll bring it back. And you don't want to see me do that. There's a lot of masking up and messing around. I mean, part of the reason I didn't show you me chroming this one up, because it takes so long. It's so awkward to do on camera, because I mean, going around there is so awkward. It's easier for me to just do it off camera, you know what I'm doing, and then see the finished outcome. I mean, there you go. I mean, make sure he's off there. So like I said, I'm going to get that piece sprayed up now on the old ambulance. Right, I've done my stripe, as you can see. I've lacquered it as well. Look at the shine on that. I mean, you can't get a better finish than that. I swear by these spray cans, you can't beat them. Bloody old air guns, waste of time. Look at this stripe. That's better than a sticker, isn't it? You know, the sticker's going to peel off. That ain't going to peel off. All sealed in. And I've noticed on some of the pictures on these here cars, the stripe goes right up to this piece. But I mean, I already started it, so the picture I had, the stripe only went up to there. So, well, it's too late now. I've done it. So anyway, all I've got to do now, put this one together. I've got to put the old light in first. And what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to put a little bit of glue just around the edges of this. A little tiny bit, just, you know, like on that piece. Just so I can sit it in there. And then I'm going to use me powder, the bicarbonate on the inside. Just to, you know, just to make sure really. So I'll put like a little bit around the edge. I can't put too much on the edges because I don't want it to come out over on the actual paint, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to put like a little tiny bit just so it can grab it when I push it in the old slot. Just a little bit like that. And that'll stick it to the inside or the inner part of the piece that you push it into in the actual shell. That'll be enough just for that. And I'll go to town, as they say, on the actual inside of it, if you know what I mean. See, that'll just grip around the edge of the shell there. That's what I'll put on there now. So I'll put that in there. Plus the paint is going to help as well because it has got an extra layer of paint. Before it went in there, it was pretty loose. That might hold it actually, because you have got the extra layer of paint to hold it as well now. So it's a bit of a tighter fit. So that could hold it actually. See, what I was going to do is put a bit around there and just put the old bicarbonate and soda on, but I don't think I will now. I think I'll stay there actually. It felt pretty tight pushing it in. I might give that another coat of paint as well before I finish with this one. The old light on the top just to give it a bit of more of a shine. Because I have got to paint all these lights yet. They're all got to be redded up. So anyway, that's that bit done. I can put my bicarbonate away because I ain't going to use that now. Change my mind on that. I forgot about the extra layer of paint, which makes it a bit tighter, bit of a tighter fit. So we ain't going to do that. Put the little pin away. Right. Next job, we're going to put this piece in, and I've got my door. Now the door just sits in there. And this is going to be there. It only goes like so far up. Now I've got to get this piece in to hold the door in. And that should, as you see there, down through there. I don't know if you can see that right good. There, the door moves in. That's it. It's gripping the door. So I'm going to shut that door like that. And I know he's fitted properly. All this is in right because I've glued that piece, as I told you, so that this is sitting there nice and level when I doos it up. So it's not moving around so much, see. I mean, this here bit, I can put it on afterwards. It only pushes through. Right, now let's see if we can get this to fit properly now. It should just all go. I meant to say the wheels, I went over them with me white pen because I wasn't happy with them. I'm going to have to end up getting a new set of, you know, tyres for this one because I'm not happy with these wheels now. But for the sake of the video, you know, I shall I've whitened them up with my pen for now, but I ain't too pleased with them. I think they have gone past their sell-by date, you could say. Come on, screwdriver, get in the gap. Oh, bloody hell. Get in there, that's it. Turn. God, I'm useless at doing these screws. You don't want to go in there now, like, what the hell's going on? What in the world? Have you ever seen such a bloody game of Texas? Trying to get a bloody screw in. I can't. I'm so clumsy, I'll tell you, it's just unbelievable. Get in there. I'm getting a bit frustrated with this now. Sorry, I've gone out of shot. Oh, balls. God, this is ridiculous. Why won't this screw go in? What's stopping it? It's on target. It's getting a bit too much now, this is. I'm afraid I'm going to scratch a bloody paint. Oh, for God's sake. Let's take it out again, start again. Stupid this is. What the hell's going on here? Well, it's in straight. What's going wrong? It's actually in straight, so the transfer's come off now. Oh, Christ. How the hell has that come off? It's been on there for bloody days. God, why does everything have to go wrong? Come out. No, it don't want to come out. I'll give up with this. Totally had enough now. Crying out loud. But you see what I mean, folks? This is what happens sometimes. You just get shit, you know? I mean, why has that transfer come off? That transfer has been on there for bloody days. Look at that. I mean, how stupid. Why in the world would that come off? It's gone all crinkly, like, what the hell? Right. I'm going to have to get some water on this. Just open it, it'll bloody move. If it don't, it's ruined. God, why does it have to happen to me? That was all finished, that piece. So I don't know why that transfer's moved. Oh, Christ. Got a little bit of plastic here. I wonder if that'll take it off. See, I don't even know why it's moved. Stupid. Trouble is, I ain't got any more of these, so I'm bollocksed. Because I ain't got any more of these transfers. I had to buy them. Try and get a blade in there or something. It's the only way I can do it. Oh, it's going to break it. It's broke already. Look. I think what's happened here, folks, is somewhere along the line, I must have moved this or caught this with something and just left it, not realising, and it's actually it's ruined now. It's actually, I've left it and it's not realising it's moved when I put it down, and it's actually ruined. It's stuck as it is, and well, once these things bloody stick, that's the end, innit? You'd be very lucky to get them to move again. I mean, look at this now, like it's ruined. What a mess. That ain't gonna move now. No. Well, folks, I totally balls this up. I'm so sorry about that, but I've been a bit careless somewhere along the line. I've put this on there thinking, I mean, it was straight. It's most probably when I picked it up earlier, I've moved it without realising. Maybe when I was test fitting it or something, and I've moved it and totally ballsed it right up, because that was on there perfectly. I know it was, because I remember putting it on there, but it's totally cocked up now. But the only way I can see now is gonna have to get another set of decals or transfers, whatever you want to call them. Sorry, I nearly swore them, but I'm gonna have to put a new set on, or at least the one for this side anyway. Don't need to touch the other one, but totally cheesed off with that now. But for the sake of the video, we'll finish. We'll carry on with it. I'll put that thing in there. There, he just goes in like that. We'll just carry on and put it together. I'd like it to have been perfect, but these things happen, I suppose. It just got to be more careful next time. Just got to be a bit more aware. It just teaches you a lesson, really. But it's too late now. It's done. Never mind. Now the back door won't shut properly. That don't want to shut now. I don't know what else is going to go wrong with this. It seems to be one of them days today. There he goes. Well, all I can do, put this together. Better than it was, I suppose. But I am totally cheesed off now. That has really done me in now. Seeing I've spent so much time getting it right, and now this don't want to go in now. God, what the hell? Yeah, it's one of them bloody days, isn't it? Get the stupid screw in there, that's the thing. That's the only awkward bit now. He's getting this bloody screw in there. You don't want to go in there neither. This thing don't want to go back together. The amount of times I've had this screw in. Oh Christ, what's going on? I might have to do this off camera in a minute, folks, because it's so awkward trying to do it here. This bloody screw just doesn't want to play ball. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it off camera, get a bit more comfortable, because it's just not playing ball at the moment. I'll be back when I got the screw in. Well, after all that, I've done it. Yeah, this side looks nice. But this side, it looks shit. But there you go. Oh well, I tried. Got the door working now, and it opens up so far. I think it's only supposed to open that far anyway, because there's not much there. That's as far as it goes anyway. That it's just enough to get your stretcher out the back, I suppose. But I'm not going to bother with all that. But that shuts alright now. I've got to paint these lights up, and we'll just have to show it that way, the best side. But you know, apart from that, it ain't turned out too bad, I suppose. Like I said, these tyres are totally past it. I'm going to need to get some white tyres somewhere and put on it, you know. But that means taking that stupid bloody screw out again. That's the only trouble. But there you go. Anyway, I've stuck this one back in. So that's the transformation, and we'll I'll get these bits painted up, and then we'll take a look on the old turntable and see what we've ended up with. Okay, folks, this is, as you remember, what we started with. It's the old the Dinky 277, I think it is, the battery version. And there wasn't no back door or anything like that. There was glass. There wasn't no red light on the top. And the tyres I've took off, and I've had to put they soak in. But the glass was present, as I said. I've had to clean all that. And I thought, what I'll do, seeing there's no battery piece, I'll convert this one to the, the 263 version. So anyway, after a bit of magic, a bit of restoration, this is what we ended up with. Not too bad at all. Come out pretty good, apart from the decal accident on the other side of it. But well, I've had to make a new interior for it. Never done that before with styrene, and well, as you can see, it's come out pretty good. So I'm quite pleased, really. And in the same time, we also done the fire engine. And as you can see, the fire engine, well, I think that's the best of the two, really, because, like I said, I had all the parts for this one. I didn't do an earlier turntable shot because I wasn't really going to do it at the same time as this one, but I changed my mind. The bells come up really nice with a bit of polish, nice brass bell there, and I worked out how to get the light working again. Just needed a battery and a bit of fiddling around. Nice new coat of paint, new decals on it, and yeah, pretty good. So we'll have a look at a shot of the pair of them together. And here we go, there's a pair of them together. Nice little set together there. Quite, well, I've got the light on there. I've got the light working at the top there, as you can see. Quite happy. At least that's two more safe from the graveyard. So anyway, as I always say, if you like this video, want to watch again, please tune in again next week. Tell all your friends to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. But from me, it's bye bye for now.